Nah. For a minute, I didn't see you there, friend. Quick, we sabotage capitalist Crockett. Is
What? Quentin! Capitalistic rocket.
I've got here in my hand a list of monkeys across the country that are confirmed members of the Communist Party. What I love about this show, I think, is clearly they weren't taking this seriously, right?
No, not at all.
They were like, this is a joke. We're gonna do this for 2 years, and then we're not gonna go bankrupt. Who cares? They're doing whatever they want. Then Rudolph happens right after this, and suddenly they're trying really hard. But this is like a massive shitpost.
Yeah, they're like, whatever, man. We don't care about Pinocchio.
In 1961, Rankin Bass also premiered their first 2D project, the TV show Tales of the Wizard of Oz, which was followed with the TV movie Return to Oz in 1964. However, the thing that would really change the studio was, as we all know, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, which was a colossal hit and became a staple of winter content. With films like Rudolph, Rankin Bass would not only make a profit off of the first broadcast, but every broadcast that would follow. And the studio was likely incentivized to create a follow-up that would recapture the Rudolph energy. And that follow-up would finally come in 1966, with a Thanksgiving Day special dedicated to exploring the backstory of another household icon. The one, the only, Smokey the Bear.
Long ago, before you were born, the forest was a different place, and Smokey didn't have his name, and no one knew his smiling face.
You can tell the songwriter was like, they're not airing this shit again. I'm not gonna get royalties from this.
Oh, James Cagney! Ooh, tells the? Oh, okay. I thought that was a human name, tells the. I'm like, okay, kind of weird, but tells the.
At the start of our story, the soon-to-be renamed Sonny the Bear is a small cub who spends most of his days exploring with his teenage brother, who is supportive of Sonny but
Can't fall for this.
Then the gold is yours.
oh, come on, man! So the
Don't you understand? I got a right to kill, I've got to kill. 잠시 Sentient control is riding pretty high. You comfortable with that? There's another Orphix. Everyone tightens the sentient's grip. Looks like you found yourself a little added value there. You're losing ground, kid. Think about getting out. Sentient Pulsar. Wipe him out.
Ainda não. Tô jogando aqui ainda.
Warframe.
Sentient fighters can adapt to their attacks. Hit them with something else.
That wraps it up.
Primeiro veio o Greenpeace, e olha que a organização chegou tarde. É que a ciência já vinha apontando a gravidade das mudanças climáticas desde o final do século XIX. O ativismo em defesa do planeta, assim, era uma novidade bem-vinda, só que tardia. Acontece que nem todos os membros do Greenpeace concordavam com os métodos da organização. Alguns dos fundadores ficaram insatisfeitos logo nos primeiros anos, percebendo que comunicação, política e conversa não resolveria muita coisa não. Táticas mais agressivas seriam necessárias para evitar o colapso ambiental. Nasceu assim a Sea Shepherd, em 1977. Essa organização, fundada por um dissidente do Greenpeace chamado Paul Watson, não estava para brincadeira não. Dedicada a proteger a vida marinha, a Sea Shepherd faria o que fosse necessário para combater a pesca predatória, a matança de fora.
Os termos de uso do Windows são claros e não existe nenhuma gambiarra ou solução mágica que permita utilizar o Windows 10 de graça. Se existisse, tenha certeza que todo o departamento jurídico da Microsoft seria demitido por incompetência. O que acontece é que em 2020 ainda é possível ativar o Windows 10 utilizando uma chave de ativação do Windows 7 ou Windows 8, desde que a edição seja a mesma, que é Home e Pro Ultimate para Pro. Sendo que isso está restrito ao ambiente doméstico. Embora o suporte da Microsoft informe que a oferta do upgrade gratuito tenha sido oficialmente finalizada pela Microsoft em 2016, o Windows 10 ele continua sendo automaticamente ativado sem nenhuma interação do usuário, quando a chave de ativação utilizada na instalação dele é uma chave válida do Windows 7 ou Windows 8. Eu comprei uma chave de ativação por R$30 que ativou meu Windows. Agora ele é original? Não, ele continua sendo pirata porque essas chaves de ativação vendidas na internet como original, legítima e vitalícia, elas são totalmente ilegais. E você nem precisa comprar elas no Mercado Livre ou LX, onde basicamente tudo de software vendido ali é pirata. Incrivelmente, essas chaves de ativação ilegais, elas são vendidas diariamente no site da Amazon brasileira, além de ser vendida no Extra, Ponto Frio, Magazine Luiza, Americanas, Casas Bahia e outros marketplaces, porque quem está vendendo o Windows 10 não são essas empresas, mas sim empresas parceiras que se cadastraram ali e vendem através do site deles. E todas elas vendem Windows pirata como se fossem originais. Atualmente existem mais de 40 sites e empresas parceiras que fazem isso, atraindo internautas incautos através dos anúncios do Google, oferecendo Windows a um preço ridiculamente baixo. Infelizmente, micros e pequenas empresas também caem nesse golpe, achando que elas vão legalizar os computadores e compram diversas cópias do Windows Office.
Ooh, and an M60, man, that. You're not increasing the rate of fire, but you're doubling the amount of rounds down, projectiles down range.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there are a couple, from what I can tell, official, definitive reasons this got dropped.
Okay.
And probably the biggest one is cost. This is substantially more complicated to manufacture than standard ball. You've got two different bullets, because they're not the same bullets. You have to make, you've got to double up your machinery for the bullets.
And they're unique, like you said.
And then the process for actually seating bullets, two of them, properly in one case, is a lot more complex than one round of M80.
It is.
So it was a lot more expensive to make. By the time they were ready, had data back and were ready to make a decision, Vietnam War was kind of rolling down. And it's like, is it worth, are we getting enough benefit from this that it's worth the extra cost? Especially now we're trying to reduce our involvement here. I suspect at the same time, and this isn't written down anywhere, but I think it makes a lot of good sense, there was a lot of resistance to this from the old school military brass. Because how on earth are you supposed to shoot at Camp Perry with that?
Oh, that doesn't work, exactly.
Right.
And so much of the American rifle doctrine is actually, even military doctrine is based on competitive shooting.
Yeah.
It really is.
And in the US in particular, we have this tradition and history and mythos of the individual marksman, one shot, one kill.
This flies directly in the face.
Right. This is very insulting to that idea. The idea that your accuracy is fine, but we're actually better with random chance than we are with your marksmanship.
Which, when you think about what the Soviets did with the AK and making it a submachine gun, they were kind of in that path. The Soviet doctrine was to run in full auto and do short controlled bursts, which is not an individual round, but the chances, the hit probability goes up with a couple rounds downrange. We're doing this with individual projectiles with a duplex load.
Yeah.
I think when you think about in terms of combat efficiency, this makes a lot of sense.
I think it does. Now, I suspect there was also an issue with ballistic effectiveness, probably especially in machine guns, where they're shooting deliberately at longer ranges.
Sure.
Because you've only got a little stubby 83 grain bullet. It's not going to it's not going to do so well at long. Well, like our little stubby 62 grain bullets we're shooting now, you mean? Well, yeah.
People who show us their true selves to be good. Because so often goodness is wrapped up in manipulation. It's a wolf in sheep's clothing. It's
nice is different than good.
And it doesn't help when that kind of twist is played up. As I ate up both The Boys and My Hero Academia literally back to back, I was building these comparisons in my head because my relationship with the superhero genre keeps getting more and more complicated. We're looking to superhero media to do so much and to be so much that it becomes this, that it's been put into this important place of representation, and honestly, that makes it have so many more stakes. That's why we're discussing so much about who's funding these movies, the politics of the people who are bringing these heroes, iconic heroes to life, and how they try to teach us about empowerment. When I look at the most popular characters that people love in the superhero genre, or the love for the dark, the gritty, the deconstruction, I'm not against it. I enjoy deconstruction, and I definitely think that there is great storytelling in the dark, in the gritty, in the Alan Moore. But as I've said before, and I say it 1,000 times, comics, superheroes are not just about making everyone into a shitburger. Sometimes it's about the goodness, and sometimes goodness matters. But yet, at the same time, so often I see that the sweetness, the goodness, the kindness often doesn't hit the same for some people. And at first I thought, when I was working on this, that the conclusion would be that maybe we just believe that fascism ultimately is the true face of our heroes. And then this song came on my phone.
When do I know I'm Spider-Man?
You won't. That's all it is, Miles. A leap of faith.
Originally cross-dressing to sneak into women's sports. That also happened in Futurama. Remember that one? Great.
Up next, the Fembot vending competition.
Fembots? Methinks a clever manbot suitably disguised might win those events.
You actually thought they'd let you walk away without an engine oil sex check?
Oh, God! I'm not gonna get my medals! They're all I have to remember my Olympic career! Wait! I need a sex change operation, and give it to me now!
I guarantee you there's some TERFs out there that actually cite these episodes as if it's like evidence for them.
Yeah, it's obvious.
Anyway, you might notice that some of the examples I use of bad 90s things are actually from the early 2000s, and this is because the 90s didn't end, baby, until quite a few years after 2000. So there's a little wishy-washy.